Welcome to another edition of Cover to Cover, our guide to the Sikh and Punjabi books that you need to read. Before we take a look at this week's book, The Legend of Banda Bahadur by Harish Dhillon, let's hear from another one of our viewers talking about their favourite book.
So my favourite book is To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. I actually studied this book at school, part of my GCSE, and honestly it really did change my life. And it's a story from the eyes of two children, Jem and Scout Finch. They have a father called Atticus Finch, and he is just the best guy ever. He teaches his children lessons from how to be social, how to be a just person, how to be righteous. He defends a man as a lawyer. He defends a man who has been wrongly accused of rape based on the fact that he's a black man. And when all odds are against him, he still goes out there and he fights the right fight. That's why I love this book, and it inspired me to be a better person. Atticus Finch, I love the guy, and to be honest, the reason I studied law at university was one reason only: Atticus Finch from To Kill a Mockingbird.
This week's book is a work of fiction titled The Legend of Banda Bahadur by Harish Dhillon. Dhillon is an English teacher based in India who has authored several essays, a number of short stories and 2 novels before this particular book. As an author, Dhillon likes to tackle folklore as a subject for his work, and with this particular book published in 2004, he tries to bring Banda Bahadur to life on the pages in a way that he himself describes hasn't happened before. He depicts that this is not a book of history, but a novel based on history. Despite the fictitious sense which a reader might have from a novel such as this, Dhillon actually makes very few departures from history. In the few places that he does so, there are actually gaps in the history we have of Banda Bahadur and the time period he lived in. There are a few notable exceptions, however, including a meeting that can't be corroborated between Banda Bahadur and the famous Punjabi poet Bulle Shah. Dhillon's aim was to bring to life the story of Baba Banda Singh Bahadur, the time period he lived in, and his great achievement of establishing the first Khalsa Republic in 1710. And boy, does he do that. This work, the narrative might be nostalgic, the characters embellished, the places extensively romanticized, but it all adds to the glory of the book, and it all adds to the impact of what Banda Singh Bahadur's life was about. And at the end of the day, isn't that what a novel based on history is supposed to do? In The Legend of Banda Bahadur, the author Harish Dhillon has taken artistic license in some small parts, but it all adds up to make this the most captivating novel that you could hope to read. Well, we want to know what you think, so please leave your comments below and let us know what you think of The Legend of Banda Bahadur by Harish Dhillon. Join us again for another edition of Cover to Cover, our guide to the Sikh and Punjabi books that you need to read.